Damn. I slept a little bit more, man. My body needed more sleep. Shit. But I'm up. I am up. Ah. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna drink this soda, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna drink that soda. I threw that soda away. I don't like to drink soda much, man. Sometimes, every blue moon, I'll have a soda, man. But right now, we're going back to fasting. Because yesterday morning, I had some pizza. Right now, we ain't gonna have nothing until at least 2 o'clock. Or I got coffee or something like that. Coffee drink. But yeah, I want to, you know, drop some words of wisdom to young passport bros, because a lot of guys, they young and they traveling to different countries, and they really don't really need to be doing all that. A lot of them ain't got their bread together, man. Nah, get over here, you know, get your money to right first, and then start traveling. Feel what I'm saying? Like I said yesterday, you gotta focus on your bread first. You know what I'm saying? You going over there, and you can't really afford to stay there long term because your money ain't right. You know, and a lot of them, they're just focusing on just the women, just the women. I mean, look at Austin Holloman, bro. He's still out there traveling and still haven't got himself together financially. Now, he got a few 100,000 subs, but that's not enough. And plus, his channel been died a long time ago. I don't even watch that dude no more. The guy's boring, man. At first, I was watching him. Don't get me wrong, you know, but he's boring to watch. So I just I don't follow him no more, man. Like I said, when he first came out, I was looking at his videos. I was like, good point, man, good point, yeah. And as time went by, I just lost interest. The guy's boring, man. But you guys gotta really start focusing more on your bread, man. And then travel. Get some stability, bro. You know, get a bag and then travel. That's what I'm gonna do. Once I get a bag, and then I'm gonna travel. You feel what I'm saying? You know, once I get a bag, then I'll do it. But other than that, a lot of guys got this worry, just get your money together. Come on, I'm talking about like find success, man. You know, become successful in life, and then start traveling. Because the only reason why a lot of guys are traveling is because of how competitive it is in the States to get coochie. That's all it is. That's why the passport bro, you know, that's why the passport bro movement exists. Because guys were struggling getting laid. They couldn't get laid. You know, so they're going overseas. You know, to be able to get coochie. So it's totally different over there in other countries, man. America is highly competitive in the dating market, very highly competitive. We don't have like bars where you can pick a woman up and take her home take her home for like a price. You feel what I'm saying? Like in those countries, they do stuff differently, man, from the U.S. And some dudes, they wish those countries did the same thing that, they wish America did, things that's similar to those countries. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up, man. My words are all twisted up and shit. And damn, Pattaya is full of 304s. You could go there and get one for a price and take her home for a cheap price. They don't have that here, man. That stuff is illegal. Prostitution and all that stuff. That stuff is illegal, bro. Over here in the States. So, but it's illegal in Thailand, but they tolerate it. Because they see how things are, where women don't really have any leverage in those countries. They don't put women above themselves like America does. America is the land of the simps, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? America is the land of the simps. So it's like, don't focus on women in your young age, man. Focus on your bread. Too many guys are going overseas, starting YouTube channels, and their money ain't right. And they trying to stay over there as long as possible. This is why I hear, They don't want to go home. They don't want to leave. So, focus on your money first, man. A lot of guys, they get caught up in chasing women in their young youth, and that's not don't do that. Focus on success, man. Focus on the bag first, and then the women will follow. And then you won't have to go overseas. You can get women here in America. You're only going overseas because you can't get females here in America. You feel what I'm saying? Over here in America, you can't get a woman. So it's like a lot of this time, guys, what they do, they waste so much time until they get older and they realize, like, God damn, I'm just like running on a treadmill here. I'm not really going anywhere. You're chasing women at a young age. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't be out here chasing females at a young age. You feel what I'm saying? And you ain't got your bread together. You ain't got the bag yet. You feel what I'm saying? But wait till you get to my age. You're gonna see that chasing women, it's a waste of time, bro. Chase the bag and they'll chase you. All this boys chase the girl stuff. You know, it's like, no, don't do that. You feel me? A lot of guys, they waste so much time chasing those females. And yes, getting your passport and going overseas as a young dude, trying to get laid and stuff, it's like, yeah, that's fine. And we understand how competitive it is in the States. But you got to understand that, you know, you got to focus on your bread first, man. That's the problem. You know, a passport, that's like a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? That's like a, you know what I'm saying? That's a temporary fix because you're not going to be able to stay in those countries long term. Now, if you got a bag, yeah, you can stay in those countries long term. You got a few million in the bank, you can stay out there for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, they worry about women too much at first, bro. Nah, get the bag first. Focus on the money, man. You know? Focus on the bread. You know? You gotta stop chasing them women, man. And focus and concentrate your mind on growing financially and shit. And then you won't, like I said, you won't have to go overseas if you get your money right. You feel what I'm saying? You can go overseas and come back home. Shit. A lot of them passport bros, they're trying to stay in those countries. Even if they don't got their money together, you know, and they trying to stay out there. You feel what I'm saying? Making it more, you know, costly for me, just a traveler. You know, I want to go and travel one day. And because of the passport bro movement, everything gonna be a little bit more expensive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I hear. The passport bro movement and other expats, they just driving that price up to the point where, you know, a lot of them people can't stay in their own country. They can't afford to stay in their own country. And bringing the cost of living up over there. What's up with it? What's up with it, Sean? That's what it is, man. The dudes can't get laid over here. That's why they going over there, bro. You see how funny these characters look, bro? I mean, goddamn, what's his name? I don't know. I forgot his name, but Travel with Paul was talking about him in his recent video. That nigga look like a strange character, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That nigga, he's strange looking, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I can see why he over there. You feel what I'm saying? I can see why he over there. He can't get women over here, man. But he focusing all his energy and chasing them females, bro. You're wasting time, bro. You're wasting time. You know? Big Teeth George over there taking women all day. Big Teeth. Today I gotta work out. Today's workout day. You know, like I said, bro, you wasting your time chasing these hoes. You wasting your time chasing these bitches, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Look, man, this is words of wisdom, knowledge coming at you, man. And I've been down that road where I just chase bitches all the time. Just always going out to bars and clubs and just trying to get a bitch all the time. Trying to get some coochie, trying to get sex, chasing them. I should have been focused more on my bread and I wouldn't be here right now where I'm at. You look back, you be like, God damn, that was a waste of goddamn time, wasn't it? Chasing them bitches at bars and clubs. Not focused on my shit. You should have been more in the studio instead of going into them bars and clubs. It's a waste of time, bro. You don't get nothing built. Chasing women, bro. Even if you're traveling You know, you're still chasing bitches, bro. You out there dating, you're hanging out with a woman, and you ain't got your bread together. Yeah, you ain't got your money together. Don't chase them women, bro. Let them chase you, bro. If you gotta chase females, that means you ain't shit, bro. You ain't got no value. You feel what I'm saying? You haven't built value, bro. That's why females ain't chasing you, bro. You ain't got no value. You're only valuable overseas, man, because of your passport. You feel what I'm saying? And they think that American passport is a ticket, you know, to America, basically. You know, get your bread right, and then, get out there and start dating and stuff, man. A lot of cats didn't chase women for years, man. They stayed away from females, while they was in college. They was focusing on that bread. They was focused on building value in themselves. So that way, when they step up in the dating scene, and they got something to come to the table with. A lot of you guys, you're going to the table with nothing. You hear what I'm saying? And that's why you got to go overseas, man. I'm struggling, man, to get over. I gotta go overseas, bro. I'm like, you still ain't finished off getting the bag. You ain't became nothing yet, and you talking about going overseas, bro. Concentrate on building value, bro. You going overseas for no apparent reason, bro. Only the reason for it is just to get laid, bro. I've been past that already, bro. I haven't had sex in 2 years, and that's on purpose. Because I could easily go find me some sex, man. All I gotta do, bring the body fat percentage down a little bit lower, and then go to like a bar somewhere in Oakland, where I came up at, and start hunting. You know what I'm saying? Now, she won't be the most beautiful woman in the world, but, I can get something. But a lot of you guys that can't get nothing, you struggle to get women in the U.S., you know what I'm saying? You just copping out, basically. You're not, you're trying to run away from the self-improvement. And then, you know what, bro? That's the biggest mistake that you could ever do. I'm telling you, bro, from experience. What's up with it? What's up with it, Rome? And so I could keep chasing women. No. So they could chase me, man. I don't have to stand there and do nothing. You get the bag, man, they chase you. That's my main point. It's like, I don't have to do anything. They chase me. They find out who I am, and they step to me. They shoot their shot at me. Women shoot their shot at dudes who are considered, quote unquote, valuable. You a high value male or whatever, or you're a movie star, and soon they walk into place, what they do? What they do? They start fixing their hair. They start, they might go in the bathroom and fix their makeup before they approach you. They approach you, bro, when you are valuable. I don't have to do the approaching, bro. I'm a movie star, I'm a rapper or some type of entertainer or something like that. I step up in the place, they know who I am. Ooh, that's 50 Cent. Think about it. 50 Cent, if he step up in the club, bro, he don't have to approach no female. They approach him. Oh my God, that's 50. See, he got valuable, bro. He built value in himself. He don't have to go out there and hunt for pussy, bro. It comes to him on the silver platter too. You know what I'm saying? The pussy comes to him, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The pussy comes to him. You want to get into a situation, or you want to get into a position where women are chasing you, not the other way around. You ain't chasing no bitch. You ain't chasing no female, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They chasing you. That's what you're hunting for, bro. You're not going out to bars and clubs and nobody know who you are, and you gotta approach these females. You know, it's like, nah. I built so much value in myself that they chase me. When they see my Rolex, they see my car, they chase me, bro. When they see my Rolex, when they see my car, they see my condo that I bought or my house that I bought, they come after me. I don't do nothing but just stand there. They approach me. They shoot their shot at me. That's how much value that you gotta build in yourself. That's why getting the bag is important. But if you're a guy that, man, I gotta chase these hoes on the other side of the map, you know, I gotta spend all my money and my savings and stuff just so I could get laid, bro. I'm like, bro, when you in your youth, when you in your 20s, you ain't supposed to be thinking about that. I did, when I was 21, 22 years old, I went to Brazil for only 3 months. No, I went twice. I went in 2000 and then 2001. The first time I went was for like 1 month. The second time I went was for like 3 months. And then I left it alone. I came back to the US. I haven't been nowhere ever since. Feel what I'm saying? But I wasn't trying to stay in that country. I came back over here because I get women over here. I got women in Brazil and I got women over here. That's how good looking I was, man. You feel me? And but you know, the girl I was with, I couldn't take care of her like her dad could. You feel what I'm saying? Her dad was providing everything for her. You know, her dad, like I said, was a retired sailor or something like that. You know, and he was doing well for himself. I mean, goddamn, every single day we had lunch, and they had a cook, man, a housekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Her dad had some bread, man. I was impressed. I mean, the lunch was big lunch, man. They had chicken, plantain bananas, and, you know, farfalle, rice and beans. I mean, bro, shit, bro. I was putting on weight. Good thing I was doing capoeira shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have put on some size, man, sitting down there eating with her and her family. But I was a young buck, though. I was like 21. You know what I'm saying? And got older and be like, damn, where the time went. Man, why was I doing all that chasing with hoes, bro? Anytime you gotta chase bitches, you just ain't got no value, man. That means you gotta prove your value to this woman. You know, you gotta spit game and all that other stuff just to get her interested. You're like, nah, let these women chase you, bro. You getting on planes, sub 5 as hell. You know, landing in Thailand, in Colombia, in the Philippines. It's like, bruh, get your bread together, and then travel, and then go out there and do your thing, man. They just come to you, and you really be valuable then. You got your money together, man. You really be valuable overseas then, because you valuable over here. Think about it. All the celebrities, they ain't talking about going overseas. Oh, they might be they'll travel, but they ain't talking about, yeah, I need to live out here and stay out here. If they can, if they wanted to, but it doesn't make any sense if you could get women in your own country and stay out. You know what I mean? They got Keith Sweat over there in Colombia and shit like that. And there was a Keith Sweat sighting a while back. You know what I'm saying? But he got his bread together, man. You see what I'm saying? He got his money, man, together. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you get older and get some life experience. Because over there, bro, you can get taken advantage of as a young dude that don't know stuff. You don't know people very well. You could be very naive and get caught up out there. You know? You know, I know what it is. Motherfuckers want a quick shortcut. That's what it is. What I mean by shortcut, it's like they want a shortcut around self-improvement. They don't want to like become millionaires and billionaires. They want to simply get a passport just to get a woman. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is sign up for the passport and pay for the visa, and you in the country. You know, and the plane ticket and shit, and you in the country and shit, bruh. It's easy. That's an easy way to like skip over self-improvement, skip over like getting the bag. Because getting the bag is a lot of hard work. It takes years to get it. You feel what I'm saying? It takes years to get it. You know, and motherfuckers don't want to take that route, you know, that hard route of chasing the bag. They don't want that. They don't want to do that. You know, it don't take years to get a passport. You know, it don't take years to get, you know, a plane ticket, man. If you know, that don't take. All you gotta do is have the money, man. You save your money, save about $3 or $4 grand, and you got everything covered, man, including the money that you're gonna spend in those countries. You know what I'm saying? That's easy to do, but it's hard to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see what I'm talking about when you guys start getting older, and your bread ain't straight, and then you can't stay in those countries long term. You gotta travel back and forth. That's for real. There's some passport bros that do it they do it like that. They'll run out of money and then go back home, make some more money, and then travel back over there. Go there, run out of money, you know what I'm saying? Come back home for about 6 months, save some more money up, and then go back out there. It's like, bruh, it's fucking stupid, bruh. Nah, focus on your money, man. You feel what I'm saying? That way you could get bitches in America and bitches overseas too. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear like celebrities, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio or Diddy, or like they talking about I need to get my passport and live over there. Nah, they got money. They get bitches over here. They get 8, 9s, and 10s here in America because they got that bag. So there's no need to get on the plane and travel to like a different country, bro, and try to get women out there. It don't make no sense. You know, I don't hear high value men talking this way. I hear guys who are low value talking this way. And we all low value if you ain't got your bread together. I'm low value. So, you know, and I can see that once I get my bread together, I ain't gonna have a need to go overseas and live out there long term. Now I'll have a need just to experience and, you know, and go out there just to travel and see the world. But I ain't gonna have a need to stay out there until the day that I die, man. Yeah, there's no need for that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I got the bag, I get bitches in my country, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, man, even one time when I was trying to be a pickup artist, man, and I was faking the funk, acting like I was rich, and all of a sudden I copped a girl just like that with a snap of the fingers, man. You feel what I'm saying? I get a bag, I'm wearing Gucci, I got a nice car and shit like that. Man, I'm gonna be part of 20%, man. I'm gonna be a 20%er, man. That's what you're aiming for, bro. Not a fucking passport like right away and shit. Like, put that shit down. Stop traveling to these fucking countries, chasing these hoes, bro. Focus on your bread first. Get the money. Become successful, bro. You know, enter a field and then excel at it. Acting, music industry. You feel me? All these fucking fields, they make a lot of money. And it's very hard to get into, by the way. But with hard work and dedication, bro, you'll be able to get into it. And like I said, man, Jean-Claude Van Damme took him forever to get into Hollywood. Okay? Took him years. You know what I'm saying? And he finally got his break. Now he's living like a champion for the rest of his life. Keith Sweat, same thing. I was following him. Took him over a decade to get his money right. You see some money, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the motherfuckers don't want to take that hard route where you're chasing the bag for years. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get the bag, I can stay over there for the rest of my life if I want to. That's how you want to be. You want to be valuable, bro. Even overseas. A lot of guys going over there, making it more competitive to get women and shit. A lot of passport bros and other expats out there trying to run away from America. Man, I'm getting away from that country, man. I ain't getting laid, man. My dick is all dusty. I ain't got no pussy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like, they're so worried about just getting women. They're just worried about getting women all the time. It's like, bro, they'll come to you if you're valuable enough. Build value, bro. Chase something. You know how these celebrities got into they role, bro? They kept chasing it, bro. They didn't start chasing bitches. They fucking chased their dreams. And then now women are chasing them. Leonardo DiCaprio, women chase him, bro. You don't have to fucking go out there and chase no bitches, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, 50 Cent. He don't have to chase no bitch, bro. He ain't doing approaches like pickup artists and bullshit like that. Can you imagine 50 Cent just walking up to a female? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, baby? My name is Curtis Jackson. Yeah, I saw you over there. I wanted to come say hi. You know, can you imagine him? That would be like, he would lower himself. He don't have to go do that. All you got, man, 50 Cent, all you gotta do is just walk up in the club and go stand somewhere. Females start approaching them. They'll be like, girl, is that 50 Cent? Is that 50 Cent? Ooh, girl, is my makeup okay? Because I'm about to approach his ass. Yeah, he built value, bro. He's valuable. So he don't have to go out and introduce himself and chase hoes and shit like that, but he don't have to do that shit. You know, when you build enough value in yourself, they'll approach you. Remember that time where, you know, I was running my big mouth about my lotto winnings, and, you know, I got approached by a 20-something-year-old female. Remember her? So, Kale, what's up with the lottery? Because she thought I had value. She thought I hit a bag. You know what I'm saying? The broad went out of her way to approach me, not the other way around. Not the other way around. I'm wearing bling in the club, you know, when I was doing the pickup artist shit and pretending I had my money together and shit like that, wearing that bracelet, the two-tone bracelet, 18 karat gold with sterling silver mixed in together, had a nice design on it and everything. Women were approaching me, bro, with that bracelet on. It looked expensive. That bracelet, that was a good bracelet, man. It was worth $500. I got it for half off though. You know what I'm saying? But it was worth $500, bro. So basically it was real gold, and it sparkled in the dark, bro, like with all the lights in the background. Bitches was approaching me. They thought I had some money because I had that bracelet on, bro. I got drinks bought for me. I got approached by women who was above my looks level, bro. They start approaching you, bro. That's the position you want to be in, bro. You feel me? Now you don't want to be in a position where you got to hop your ass on the plane and land somewhere so you can feel valuable. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you go overseas, you're more valuable than locals because of your passport. And women are attracted to that, bro. That's why you get approached over there. And I understand that. So motherfuckers want to be where they can get the coochie and don't have to struggle to get it. I understand. I totally understand. But build value, bro, so that way you don't have to just go overseas. You'll be valuable over here in America, and you'll be valuable overseas too. Anywhere you land, you want to get the pussy, bro. You know, I want, if I'm landing in America, I got enough value where I can get pussy on the regular. If I'm landing in Thailand, get pussy out there too. If I'm in Brazil, get pussy out there too. I want to be anywhere I step my foot on this earth. I want to be able to get the pussy with no struggle. Feel what I'm saying? I want to get the pussy with no struggle. You know what I mean? Cause then, like, it's like this. You in Thailand, you ain't got your bread together. Your time is ticking, cause you can only be there for so long. And before you know it, you got to bring your ass back to the Matrix because you start running out of money. So then you come back to the Matrix, and then you got a big ass drought ahead of you. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you got a big ass drought, and you can't get no pussy over here. Nah, man, you want to be in a position where you can get pussy anywhere you step your foot. You feel what I'm saying? Be able to buy condos and houses and stuff, man. In a position where my money is tight, and I ain't struggling nowhere. I'm not struggling to get pussy in America. I'm not struggling getting pussy in Thailand, definitely. Okay? Nah, man, focus on your bread first before you start focusing on these women, bro. You know? Yeah, I understand you want to get laid, and your hormones are kicking your ass, and you got all this testosterone built up inside and shit. But nah, focus on your money. I gotta go. I'm about to end this live, man. I'll be back on later when I leave Starbucks, like I always do. You guys have a good day. I'm out. Peace.